Oh, good morning. You know, it's actually going to be another good day, so I'm out in the woods. Here's the rocks I collected. I remember saying, I think it's out far enough to not have to worry about the tractor getting it with the plowing. And look, that was really close, so I'm going to take it over here a little bit. Get up the leaves. Move them just a little bit there. But it did come out in the end. Started disking the field over. Which is something that they do. So today I'm going to find my trail marker. And head back into the woods. And you can see it's a lot rougher going. This will let me know if my trail marker was sufficient. You can see why there are importance for such things. And there it is. And you don't want to make it obvious, but you want to be able to see it yourself. And then here's the next one. And it kind of makes it a little bit easier knowing which way you're going now. And then here's one. A continuation. And then the one that actually leads me to the piece that I want. So that's the piece I want for my walking. Brought me a SOG axe to use. Now this is probably more of a fighting axe, especially with that point, you know. But we're going to see about bringing down the tree here. Here, about here is perfect. You want to be like here, because if you miss, now we have a medical emergency. So I'm going to have that like that. Right. Take part of me out. Also, I'm using controlled strikes. I'm not trying everything. Just a good, solid strike. I'm letting the axe do the work. Once again, if I swing too hard and I miss, bad things happen. You can see I've been kind of rising as I went around. It happens. Like a busy little beaver. tree to kind of keep itself from falling. The whole idea is not being too much of a hurry. There we go. I'll do a little trimming. Do cut longer than what I need. Talk about getting a wrist workout. Woo, wait. Softer hits just because of the position that I'm in. I want to make sure I maintain good control. A lot of times I just want to bring it up on there, but the rest of the tree kind of making that difficult. There we have it. Got my walking stick. Now let's continue on our walk. Bring the stick with us. Continue down the trail. And the rest of the trail I kind of make up as I go. I'm following pretty much the similar direction I went last time. That's what I mean by having to swing around, get over obstacles. Here's that big area I was telling you about. It's great for a shelter. Now, I'm going to lean the walking stick there. Keep the axe by it. And what I can do is kind of trim some of the bark away. Now, while I have it, I can just kind of just do a shave. I do have a tool two-handed that would do this much faster. But if you're out in the boonies, like I am, and this is what you have, got all these little branches in the way, and there we go. And make a little more clear view. So really, if I had like a wood piece I could stick in here, which I might make, then I'd have a better job of doing this. And folks, this is what separates us from the animals, the ability to use tools. There's very few animals out there, there are some, that utilize tools all the time. What I do is I can make a wood block that I can hang, and I can use this as a pull down. So that might be the next thing I make. Yeah, I got the wood for it. Now, because this is high quality steel and a very heavy blade, it holds the edge a long time. Unlike the machete, which is a very thin blade, and doesn't. You gotta make sure you got control of it. Don't try to take too much off at the same time. So, that's when you come up to those knots. Those knots, well, they're going to fight you. So, I was going to go to the gym this morning out in Shorewood, but I don't have the gas money to do it today. I paid heavy on some of the bills, trying to save on interest. And so now I'm gotta kind of keep close to home. No biggie. Such is life. Tomorrow I'm working 6 hours instead of 8. It'll get me home at a good time. Now, all the stuff I'm peeling off makes great kindling for a fire. I mean, it really does. You know, it dries out quickly. I'm not going up that high because chances are I'm not going to make it that tall, but if it does, I'll sit there and get it in the vise and do it a little bit better cleanup. I figure this time when I'm talking, I actually got something to do. You can see how tough those knots are. and the belt sander I have will make much easier work of that. And if I have enough time, when I get back up to the house, I might start doing some of that. We'll see how motivated I am. I kind of got a real fine sander on it right now. Which I might just keep on there because I got plenty of blades or belts. You can see the grains coming out here. This one I'll do the same as the handle. I'll do a black stain first, and then do the red over it, and then do the clear. And I think that'll look awesome. It'd be kind of like a match set. So maybe I'll move the camera here so you can get a better look at what I'm doing. I'll bring it over here, lift it up a little taller. Here we go. A little tilt down to get the sun out of there. This is what I talk about having fun in the woods. And just so many crafts you can do out here. See, that's a nice, heavy surf blade can do for you. Side. What you can also do with a blade like this, you can make one like a 30-degree edge, another one a 20-degree. And you have one better for chip side, better for chopping, and one side better for slicing. And you can see how it gets when you get to the knots. And right now I'm just kind of rough shaping it. Just taking some of the roughness out of it. And later on I can kind of maybe carve some runes in it. Now if I put them in deep enough, I'm thinking maybe I can do some silver work with it. I have to thank Ray, Statman Prepper, on that, because he's starting to do that. And I'm thinking as I can get some sort of awning tool or even better stencils, I can burn it in, and then once I get everything shellacked, I can tape around it, whatever, and then pour some silver in there. Put some holes in there so it'll stay in. And just for making it a decorative piece. Still an effective piece. I still take it out there with me. So you can see, and then really if I wanted to, I could make a fire there. I'm not going to make a fire in here though. Wind like today, with all those leaves, we can lose it real quick. Look at all the exercise I'm getting. I tell you, my wrist was sore, happy to behave, from all the knife work I've been doing. Look all the shaving we've been doing, and I still have a sharp blade. That's because when I originally made this knife, the quench went perfectly. I had my buddy's stepdad, David, really knew his stuff about metallurgy. So not only we quenched it, but we tempered it later. And you know, it's nearly a 40-year-old blade. And I put it through its paces. And then just lately I decided, you know, we gotta pretty it up a little bit. And that's what inspired this old knife. Now another thing I'm thinking of is right here, and I didn't bring gloves, but I've got like big enough branches. There might be one right here. See if it's not too dead or too heavy. Yeah, it's too dead. It's probably too heavy. But I'm going to stack a lean-to here. Now what I'll try to do is try to utilize the branches that have already fallen on the ground. And the reason I'm going to stack on this side, because the sun tends to come this way. We want that energy to come into the lean-to. Now we see we definitely found which way the grain goes. And that's the way you want to kind of shred it. Shaving the fat off a deer carcass to later on tan the hide. Some of it's got this natural redness in it, which I'm going to lose when I sand it, which almost tempts me to not sand it, but and then really it'll go this way. So I want the thick part up here. I had to think about doing some sort of decoration, carving type thing, which I'm not good at, but I will try my best. My wrist is getting to work out here. Once again, Ray, behave. You can see where something had burrowed in there and made tracks. Actually looks pretty good. So you see the blade taking no damage at all. That's good steel, and it's a good quench. So I got the hardest down perfectly. So here's my next project. It'd basically be some sanding time, which I think I might be able to do if I head up there now. And I can set this up by the front, and maybe I'll live stream it. I think I will. I'm liking the way this is looking. Sometimes just you get inspired just coming out in the woods. You know, hey, I can make something of value here. You know, who knows? Maybe I can start selling them. You know, make some money. Anyway, it's fun making. So let me pause the video now. All right, so we're ready to head back up to the house. I got my walking stick / shillelagh. Found a place to hang my axe. Just stick it in the belt. And we'll follow our way back out of here. I'll see what time it is when I get to the house. But I think I will have enough time to work a little bit on the sander, just to kind of see how it'll turn out. A lot of hand and wrist work there. So, actually, probably not the way I wanted to go out. Cut across. So I don't want to walk into the plowed field. So I will divert off my main trail. And come out where I usually come out. So, I wasn't expecting another nice day like today. That's why I use the look out the window weather app. And it's always accurate. The rain they called for went to the east of us. So there's a lot of these trees here. So I mean, I won't. Oh shit, deer! I don't think you can see it. Right. Let's see if we can catch it. I kicked out a deer. Now that might be already across that field. It does not take them long. Looks like a young doe. I'm sure she is already gone. I doubt very much we caught it on video, but I caught it. And there's one, probably another one in there. So Hope everybody will enjoy this video. Hope you are enjoying these videos. This is the part where get out and enjoy life is in fitness. And to those who can't do this, unfortunately, because of injuries or childhood illnesses or whatever, I hope you find some enjoyment watching me share this with you. This is one of the reasons why I don't complain about things a lot, because I do have my health, and that is a true blessing. And I think if people concentrated on that more than thinking they're oppressed about something or thinking they're going to stop some sort of injustice. And I was there too when I was younger. Not to this extent, but who knows? We didn't have the cell phones. If people just went out and lived and enjoyed life and enjoyed the simple things, I believe there'd be less violence in the world. The problem is we're never happy with what we have. And I think that's where the problem starts. So this will be the end of the premiere. Whenever I make it more than 40 minutes, it takes forever to load up. Yesterday it took 3 hours. That's why the time kept changing. Ray gave me some shit about that, and I was like, well damn, it was up to 64%, and then the next time I looked it was at 5. It restarted. Like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. So you're killing me, Smalls, you're killing me. But I appreciate the members of the channel. Big shout out to the members I have. That really helps me out greatly, and I appreciate that. And also shout out to what I call the core subscribers, the ones that are always showing up. You know, most of those Beaverines, you know, Savage Lee and Prepping Artist, Kelly and Jacob, Fat Man, Body Beat Down, Michael, Simple Tony, Mama Jim. I'll try to catch you. Black Clack, where are they? One of my members. Twisted Pixie, another member. I'm trying to go down the list there. Campton Silva. Just give me some great ideas, which I appreciate. And it reminded me to go get those planks. And I think I'm gonna do that with those planks. I'll make them some sort of hanging. That's gonna be another project I'll be doing in the shed. Sanding them down and staining them. You know, because I can use that in the house. So, you know, I appreciate the feedback I get from the subscribers, and that helps me a lot. You know, Randy Romaines. Make sure I get everybody. I'm missing some obvious ones. I'll try to catch them back later. Last Chance Knives, Lord Eagle. Wild World of Trains. Bought my first shake. Now I'm just waiting for my second. And everybody else, I do appreciate the coming in and the thumbs up, coming in and joining in the chat. The chat really is what makes these premieres. You know, and even though I'm at work, I make sure I monitor the chat and get involved in it. And I might, with the Sandy, I might just do that live. We'll see what time it is. It's got to be around 11, so I do have time to play around yet before I have to head to the gym. Remember, everybody, down the sunshine. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful. Be better at this point. Got the woodpecker out there chirping at me. So basically, what I can do here, get it in the sun. shave some more of this wet stuff off. But I'm going to have to let the wood dry. Like this area where this worm trail is. Want to make sure that worm still ain't in there. So there we go. Woo! That's a lot of hard work. And that's a good knife. Rarely will you have a knife that you can just keep doing this with without losing the blade. You can see I'm definitely not losing the blade on this. You can see I'm kind of getting all the areas where the bark's still there. That's generally where the knots are at. And some wormholes. Woo. Yeah, this is working better than the sander is. Woo! So definitely this is the way the grain is going. What I'm trying to do is get some of the blemishes out of there. Then I'll let it dry. And by then I'll have the vise out in the shed. So then I'll be able to vise it in, and I'll be able to really sand it down with the right sandpaper and get it smoothed out. Wow, this is a lot of work. See? No damage on the edge whatsoever. So, take this in to get it dried off. All the work I'm going to do on it today.